Look, morphology of leaf. So first, we try to understand what are the parts of leaf. This part is called leaf apex. Leaf apex is the topmost part of any leaf. Then the main thing which you need to understand, this stipule. Basically, this is the petiole part. So petiole is the part which connects any leaf from the main stem. And at the sideways of the petiole, there are some leaf-like structures. So these leafy structures are known as the stipules. So basically, this is so every leaf come out of stipule, right? And then this petiole
Yes.
extend, yeah, every leaf uh, come out of stipule. So at the, or you can say at the most of the leaf at the base, you will have stipules. But this is not compulsory that stipules should be there, right? So they are leaf-like structure from where the leaf originates, right? Now this stipule uh, extend to uh, towards the apex part, right? So this part is called midrib. So this is called midrib.
What it is called, sir?
Just this part. This part is stipule, and this is called midrib. This is midrib. This part is called midrib, right? This part. This is called midrib part, right? This midvein, right? This midvein part. This is
Yes.
called midrib. Hello, am I audible? This part is called,
Yes,
okay.
sir, you're audible.
Okay. Midvein. This is called midrib, right? So this part is also called midrib. From midrib, there are small veins which come out. These are the small vein, and again vein further branch, and they are small veinlet, right? So this leaf base is called stipule, and this is shoot part. So this is basically stem part. This is the morphology of leaf. Is it clear?
Sir,
This
what are we doing?
Yes, Shadika.
Sir, I just joined. Could you explain this briefly?
You want me to explain it again?
Yes, sir, I just joined right now.
Yeah. Okay. Please be on time, Shadika. You know, Martin is about to join. Look, look. Every leaf come out of the stem. So at the base, so leaf remains connected with the stem with the help of this petiole, right? This part is called petiole, right? So leaf remains connected with the stem with the help of petiole. Right? Then at the base of petiole from stem come out some leaf-like structure. These are called stipules. So stipules may be or may not be. So if leaf have the stipule, we call stipulate leaf, right? If stipulate, right? If leaf do not have stipule, we call non-stipulate, right? So leaf may be stipulate leaf, right? Leaf having stipule, having stipule, right? And there may be non-stipulate. If you get these terms, so try to understand. Do not have stipule, right? So leaf may be stipulate, may not be stipulate, right? But normally leaf do have a stipule. Now the extension of petiole to the upside. Look, from here to here, from here to here at the top. This is called midvein or midrib, right? From midrib, various vein come out, and further vein branch out. Uh, this is called veinlets, and this part is called leaf apex, topmost part, right? And this part, this green color base part, this is called leaf lamina, right? So this part is called leaf blade or leaf lamina. Is leaf lamina is same, right? So if you get the term leaf lamina or leaf blade, it means they are talking about this base part. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we need to note down some point which are important. By the way, hardly you will get these kind of the question in your school examination, but still we need to know some. Okay. So please note down. Lamina or leaf blade. Lamina. So first thing, look like this way. Lamina or leaf blade. Lamina or leaf blade is expanded green. Lamina or leaf blade is expanded green part of the leaf. Green part of the leaf. Part of leaf, which is specialized, which is specialized to perform photosynthesis, which is specialized to perform photosynthesis, to perform photosynthesis, right? So that is the main purpose of leaf blade or lamina. This lamina is supported by lamina is supported by veins. Lamina is supported by veins which contain vascular bundle. Vascular bundle means which contain vascular bundle. What does it mean? Vascular bundle means? Come on, tell me. Vascular bundle means xylem and phloem. You always forget. I have repeated it multiple times. Don't forget it. Xylem and phloem, right? Vascular bundle. The vascular bundle, note it down. Vascular bundle conduct water and mineral. Water and mineral. Right? One more thing which I want to tell you, like this part of the leaf means lower side part. This is called abaxial. Abaxial means lower part, right? And the upper side part, right? That is called adaxial, right? Abaxial and adaxial part. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next is petiole. Petiole, right? This base part which connect this petiole, right? So please note it down. Petiole is a cylindrical stalk, cylindrical stalk, which which leaf, which lift, which lift lamina so that it could get maximum sunlight for photosynthesis, photosynthesis, so that it got maximum sunlight for the photosynthesis, right? The next very important thing, even the lamina is not compulsory. Sorry, petiole is not compulsory. Petiole may be or may not be. You can make the star or you can put no, right? No. The if leaf do not have petiole, petiole. Look, this is the leaf of lower side. This is the leaf of a monocot, like it's a leaf of a rice, right? Here there is a no petiole, right? If leaf do not have petiole, it is called sessile. It is called sessile. Sessile means the leaf which do not have petiole, right? Clear?
Yes.
And I think that's sufficient for this. Now the next thing is that stipule. Please note it down about the stipule as well. Because it is also not part of leaf, but it is found at below the leaf. They are two small lateral. They are two small lateral outgrowth of the leaf base, outgrowth of the leaf base, which protect the young leaf and auxiliary bud in young state, right? This is called stipule. So this was the leaf. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the next thing is that is a venation. Like it is also in NCERT. That is the venation. Now what is the venation? So venation is the arrangement of the vein in a leaf. You can see. So venation, first let me explain you what are the venations. So these are the veins. I have already told you that leaf have vein. This is the vein, and there are venules, right? Veins and small branches of veins. They are called venules. Right. So this may be of two types. This is right. Parallel venation and reticulate venation. You can see there is nothing to understand more. If the leaf veins are run parallel to each other, they are called parallel venation. If they are spread here and there in the form of network, there is a main midrib and this one. This is midrib, you know, midrib. From midrib, further there are branches of the midrib. They are called veins, right? From the veins, there are some branches. They are called venules. Venules are further branched, right? So this kind of, that's why they have made a reticulate, means reticulum. There is a term reticulum. Reticulum means net. The reticulum term means net, right? So they are like network-like structure. So they are called reticulate means network-like structure. Parallel, there are veins which are parallel to each other. Even here there is a metric, and there is a these are parallel veins, right? They are veins. So veins are parallel to each other, and there are no venules and further uh, outbranch, right? So please note down venation. Venation can be asked you as a 2-mark question. This is important. Venation. Put the heading venation. So note down the arrangement of veins and veinlets. The arrangement of veins and veinlet. Veinlet on the lamina of leaf is called on the lamina of leaf is called venation. Is called venation. Right? They may be of two types. Right? So out of these two types, the first type is that is reticulate venation. The reticulate venation means where the veins are spread here and there in the form of reticulum means network or net. Right? The veinlet form the veinlet form a reticulum network, right? This kind of venation, this is always found in dicot leaf, right? Dicot plant, dicot leaf, right? Now the second one is that is a parallel venation. So in parallel venation, there are veinlets are parallel to each other, right? The veinlet are not branched, but they run parallel to each other. Parallel to each other, right? All the monocot plant means all the crop plant, right? The plant like rice, maize, and all that, right? All the monocot plant have this venation. Is that clear to all of you? Very easy, I know, but still, please tell me. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. Oh, now Alia is joining us. Note it down. Alia, did you forgot?
No, sir. Actually, I was out, so I just came home.
Okay. So again, look, I want to say all of you, this is my humble request. All of you, please join on the time. Every time I I ask my team to please put a reminder message. Martin, every this is for all of you. By the way, Afaf have already joined on the time. Even the last class he joined at the time. But the rest of you, even still there are people who have not joined us. So for the rest of the people, every time I wait for the 4 or 5 minutes in every class. This is my practice. That always I wait for the maximum five minutes. Even at the dot 5 minute after 5 minutes, I start the class. Right. So as to today class was the from 6:30 onwards. So I started at 6:35. So every time I ask my team to please put the reminder message to rest of this to it. Right. So this is my humble request to all of you. Either like if you forget, then have a reminder on your phone and all that, and join at the time, because by this way what will happen that you will miss many of the content, and whenever I will ask you, then you won't be able to answer because you have missed that part of the uh, syllabus. Right? I don't want that, because if you will study complete syllabus, uh, studying in the running class and studying after taking the videos, these both are the very different kind of, and the both will have different impact and experience, right? So I request you all of you to join on that. Clear? I'll be happy if you will join on the time.
Yes, sir.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Need not to be sorry, but this is for you only. Right? Martin, even
Well,
you also always
well,
join.
sir, I was
Yeah.
in the washroom.
Types of leaf, right? It's very simple. But I want to tell you this: Venation can be asked. Uh, this will be the hardly a question. This may be a diagram based question, that draw the well labeled morphology of the leaf, or draw a well labeled diagram of a leaf with labeling. That can be so. This is the diagram based question. You may get, if your school authority are asking diagram based question. Definitely, this can be a very good diagram based question. Generally, teacher asks. But parallel, what is the Venetian and type of Venetian? This is 2 marker or 3 marker question, right? And even the types of leaf. This is also 3 marker question. So look, leaf may be simple or compound leaf. Uh, Simple leaf will always have single undivided leaf, right? So they will always have single blade, right? Single leaf blade, leaf blade, without any division, without any structuring. Then compound leaf. The leaf is divided into multiple leaflet and attached to a stem, right? So leaf is divided into multiple leaflet and they are attached to the stem, right? So compound leaf may be of two types: pinnately compound, palmately compound. Look, in pinnately compound leaf, there will be a midvein, right? The midvein. This midvein, basically this midvein. This midvein is basically called rachis, right? So some people call it rachis, but I don't know why they call it rachis. But this is rachis, rachis, and from rachis, there will come out some leaflet, right? This leaflet will come out, right? So this kind of the leaf is called pinnately compound leaf, right? So there is a rachis, or rachis is also known as the pinna. That's why, look, pinna. That's why they are called pinnately compound leaf, right? There are palmately compound leaf. What is the palmately compound leaf? This is like palm. Like there will be a base. So there is a base, and from this base, every finger is coming out. In the same way, from the leaflet radiating from a single point, right? So this is the single point, and from where the leaflet will come out, right? So that may be a type of leaf. So this is the type of leaf. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first, please don't draw the diagram, but draw the type. Right? And then please note it down. So first thing is that simple leaf. a leaf having single undivided lamina, undivided lamina or leaf blade or leaf blade is called simple leaf. Right? Now, compound leaf. Example, you can write it like mango. Compound leaf. A compound leaf where lamina is completely broken. So this is the lamina, this is broken into where it leaf. Lamina is completely broken into distinct leaflet. Leaflet, right? The leaflet resemble to leaves. Resembles to leaf having base, stalk, base, stalk, and blade. They may be of two types. They may be of two types, right? So A, that is the pinnate compound leaf. Yes, pinnately compound leaf. Here, leaflet are borne laterally. Leaflet are borne laterally on elongated axis. Uh, elongated axis. The axis may represent axis, represent midrib or lateral vein of simple leaf. Axis is also termed axis is also called trachis. Please note it down. Then there is further classification of the pinnately compound leaf further, but we need not to go there. They may be unique pinnate, bipinnate, multipinnate, but they are not in our syllabus. Palmately compound leaf. Palmately compound leaf. The palmate compound leaf is one which is the petiole bears is one in which petiole bear leaflet at the tip. At the tip. You can see there are leaflets at the tip. This is petiole, and this is the tip of the petiole. So from here, the leaflet arises, right? So the same thing I have written over here. The petiole bears the leaflet at the tip. Like fingers are arranged on the palm. So please note it down, then we'll move to the next thing. Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Note it down and let me know. Note it down.
No,
That's
no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
So please note out. Done? Martin?
Yeah.
Should we move? Next activity? Yes, guys. Should we move to next activity?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Great. So the next one is that is a phyllotaxy. Phyllotaxy is nothing but this is the arrangement. Phyllo means leaf, right? Taxi means their texture, the way they are arranged on the brackets, right? So look, the type of phyllotaxy. Phyllotaxy means this is the arrangement of the leaf. Please note it down first the definition. Right? Phyllotaxy. Phyllotaxy. Phyllotaxy is the arrangement of leaf. Arrangement of leaf on the stem or its branches. Its branches. Right? That is called phyllotaxy. Now look, they may be opposite. So this is the main stem, and every leaf, like there are two opposite leaf, right? So pair of leaf, right? So this is one, two. So both leaf, three, four, both are opposite to each other. Five. So this is opposite. In alternate, there will be one leaf. After some distance in opposite direction, there will be second leaf, and alternately there will be third leaf, there will be fourth leaf, right? So after a few after some distance in opposite side there will be leaf, right? So that is the alternate. In whorl, there is a single knot, and from this single knot there is a whorl of the leaf. Whorl maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, irrespective, right? So number of leaves come in the world, and after the next node there will be the leaf in the world. So they may be opposite, alternate, or whorl. So these are the arrangement of the leaf. Clear? That is called phyllotaxy. So please note it down. So the first one is opposite. So A, opposite. The two leaves, two leaves are are born on opposite side opposite side of a single node. Right? That is opposite. Then the second one is the alternate. A node will have a node will have single leaf. The next leaf will be opposite but on next node. That's the alternate. And they come to the world. The third type is world. In world, three or more leaves develop from a single node. Right. So that is a world. Done. So we look at the last thing, that is the modification of. Martin, note it down.
No, I'm almost done.
Please note down.
Yeah, done.
Okay, fine. So now the last but not the least, that is a modification of leaf, right? How does leaf get modified? Then we will move to the flower part. Okay. Yes, this is the modification of leaf. Right? So some leaves get modified into tendril. You know, though tendrils are responsible for supporting a weak stem to rise and to get more and more sunlight exposure. And that is the leaves get modified spine to reduce the transpiration. Right? That is also leaf modification. Right? So next, put the heading modification of modification of leaf. The first one is leaf tendril. Leaf tendril. You can see example is already given over there. That is a grape. Grape you can see easily. So they are the leaf tendril. And we have already studied in the last class that there are the some stem which get converted into tendril. So you need to remember the example. They are thread-like structure. Thread-like like this structure. Which while around a support while around a support and help plant in climbing. Right. Example, grape. Right. So they are the leaf tendrils. And leaf spines. They are the spines. Leaf spine. The leaf part becomes changed into spine. Into spine. In order to protect plant from grazing animals, from grazing animals, and excessive transpiration. And transpiration. Right. Uh, so example is given in front of you. So example you can write down. This is the name of this plant, this cactus is known as Apuntia. Apuntia is the example. Please note it down this one. Then I'll tell you one extra example, which is not in your NCERT, but I want to tell you because that is very important for you. You need to know. Let me know when you note it down.
Done, sir.
Done. Martin, done.
No, I'm doing.
This chapter you have to go twice or thrice because there is a number of the thing to cram. And you need to cram the type of the leaf, modification of stem, leaf, root, flower, and all that, right? Everything you need to understand and cram as well, right? Taxonomy is one of the toughest part of the botany. Physiology is very easy.
Yeah, done.
Done? Okay. So just wait and let me show you one more example. Uh, I think you must be aware with this plant, Nepenthes. Do you know this plant, Nepenthes? Come on, tell me. Do you know it or not?
No, sir.
No? Pitcher
Yes, sir.
plant, do you know it? Have
Oh,
you seen
yeah.
this plant?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is called pitcher plant, and the name of this plant, let me write it down. You must know the name of this plant. This is just a modification of leaf. So this is called Nepenthes khasiana. This is found in India, basically, in northeast part, Meghalaya, right? So there are particular kind of the hills, name of the Khasi hills. That's why the name of this species is called Nepenthes khasiana. So this is pitcher plant. Pitcher plant because the pitcher like their top part, pitcher plant, and the biological name is Nepenthes khasiana. Khasiana, right? So Nepenthes khasiana, this is one of the endangered plant in this country, and what is that? This is the lid-like structure. So they have pitcher-like structure. So basically, these are the insectivorous plant. Insectivores are those plants which eat insect, right? Why they eat insect? They are the green. You can see in the picture itself. They look green, right? They are green. They can make their food. So why they are eating the insect? Do you have any idea why they are eating the insect when you can make the food?
No, sir.
No. Look, basically all the this is the fundamental for all the insectivorous plant. There are some insectivorous plant. This is the Nepenthes, Drosera, Dionia. So these are the basic main plant: Drosera, Dionia, and Nepenthes. So which eat insect. Why they do eat insect? The reason behind it that they are basically found in the marshy area where the mud is there, marsh is there, and the marshy area is always devoid of the nitrogen fixing bacteria. So that the marshy area always have the deficiency of the nitrogen. So to fulfill the deficiency of nitrogen, they eat the insect. They can make their own food, but they have the deficiency of nitrogen. So to fulfill the deficiency of nitrogen, they eat the insect food. Why only insect? Because the external covering or exoskeleton of the insect is made up of nitrogen, right? So that's why they eat the insect. So look, a Nepenthes plant may have up to 36 these feature, right? A single plant, this is the single plant, and the apex part is made up of pitcher. So this is pitcher. This is the lid-like structure, and inside the pitcher there is a liquid substance, right? And it look like nectar. So insect goes inside, and as the insect goes inside, this lid will close down, right? So that is the procedure. So basically, look, this is the petiole part. What? This wing-like structure, this is the petiole part, right? Then this is also the extension of petiole, right? Lid and pitcher. This is the modification of leaf blade, right? So pitcher is modification of nothing but leaf blade or lamina, and apex part of blade, right? This lid is made up of the apex part of it. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So please note it down. Leaf picture you can note it down. See, that is leaf. The leaf lamina. Leaf lamina is modified to form a large picture. A large picture in Nepenthes. Nepenthes. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Martin, done it is?
No,
Please note down quickly. Then we will go. Then we will go to inflorescence on the flower part. Is that done, Martin?
yeah,
Okay. Now inflorescence. So inflorescence is nothing. The life phyllotaxy. It is all the phyllotaxy was the arrangement of the leaf on the uh, rachis or leaf base. In the same way, the inflorescence is arrangement of the flower on the plant, right? That is called inflorescence. So first, please note it down the definition of inflorescence. The arrangement and distribution of flower. Distribution of flower over a plant. Over a plant is called inflorescence. Right? So inflorescence may be racemose or cymose. So in racemose, the oldest flower will be at the base. In the alternate opposite side, there will be the second flower. So oldest flower will be at the base, second flower. But growing part, so flower will come out sidewise, right? First thing, which is very important thing, flower will come out at the when the flower comes at the uh, flower always comes flower comes at the maturity, right? So at the maturity, flower comes. So flower always comes in the alternate pattern, right? So this will be second, this will be third, this will be fourth. So one by one, flower come like this way, right? And the youngest flower will be at the top, and the growing tip will continuous, right? This is growing tip. So even at the it will be meristematic, it will keep on growing, and the growth will not stop, right? So that's how this kind of the inflorescence is called racemose, right? But uh, in cymose, what happened? The old flower come at the top, right? When the flower, when they bear the flower, their growth stop. It means after flowering, they do not further grow. So at the maturity, they bear the flower, and oldest flower come at the top, and then the rest youngest flower they are found in the base or the sidewise, right? So this is the oldest flower. So the difference between two racemose and cymose. In racemose inflorescence, the plant keep on growing. This is perennial plant, but in cymose, the plant do not grow after attaining the flower. That is the difference. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Remember, this will be most probably this will be asked in your school. This Venetian, this type of the flowering, this is also favorite question of the teachers, right? So this will be asked as a 3-marker question. Either the single or the both depends on them. Racemose. It is an intermediate It is inflorescence. Inflorescence, which shows indefinite growth, which shows indefinite growth, and bear number of flowers and bear number of flowers due to presence of active growing tip. Active growing tip. The arrangement of plant arrangement of plant arrangement of plant arrangement of plant is like oldest flower or older flower at the base and younger one at the apex. Right. So this is the racemose plant. We have already discussed that. And the second one is that is the thymose. Thyme. It is the inflorescence having having definite growth, definite growth, in which the tip of main axis main axis terminate in flower, terminate in flower, and further and further growth continue by one or more lateral branch. Lateral branch. Lateral branches, which we have as main axis. Here, the oldest flower will be at top, will be at top, and the younger one towards base. Please note it down and let me. Remember this thing, this is very important. Very important for your school examination.
Done, sir.
Done? Martin, done?
No.
Doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, please do it and let me know. And we will start with the enforcement. Then I'll start with the flower, and then we'll study the parts of the flower and then families, right? That is, most probably we'll finish it by next class. But don't miss the next class, because next class we'll discuss the family. And if you'll leave the part of the flower, then you won't be able to understand the family. Believe me, you won't be able to understand the family. Only three families are there: Solanaceae, Liliaceae, and what is one more family. I think it's Fabaceae. Yeah, Solanaceae, Fabaceae. Yeah, Fabaceae, Solanaceae, and Liliaceae. Right.
Yeah, done.
Done? Okay, fine. Parts of flower, right? In parts of flower, try to understand. So this is this part. This part is called this base part, where the all part of the flower remains attached, or they are remains placed. That is called receptacle. Receptacle is also known as the thalamus. Try to understand. Receptacle is also known as the thalamus, right? Thalamus is that part that holds all the reproductive part of the flower. Means all the parts are present over there. This is the stem. Stem has xylem, phloem, and all that, right? Vascular bundles are present over there. Now come to the first whorl, right? Or the first structure. First structure, these green color structure, which protect flower at the bud stage. They are called sepals. Sepals, they protect the flower at the bud stage, right? Try to understand. The group of sepal is called, or a whorl of sepal is called calyx, right? We represent, it is called CALYX, calyx, but we represent them with the help of capital K. So capital K is the representative structure for the, or representative of the calyx, right? So this is the calyx. Clear? After the calyx, the second one is, that is the petals, right? Second one is petals. Petals are responsible for pollination, right? So the petals, so whorl of petal means all the number of the petals. The whorl of petal is called corolla. So corolla is represented by C, right? This corolla is represented by C, capital C, right? After the corolla, there are two kinds of the reproductive structure, male and female. They may be on the same plant, they may be on same plant, or they may be on different plant, right? Look, there is stamen. The stamen is made up of two parts, filament and anther. Upper part is called anther. Stamen is made up of uh, stamen is male reproductive part, and is also known as the androcium, right? Androcium. Androcium is represented by, so group of androcium. The single one is called androcium. Group of androcium or group of stamen is called androcium, right? And it is represented by A. Try to understand. It is represented by A. So A is the symbol for androcium or stamen. Clear? Now come to the female part. In female part, you can see it is called pistil. Pistil is technically known as the gynoecium, right? So, or we can say the collection of the pistil or all the pistil collectively called gynoecium. Gynoecium is, it is represented by G, capital G. And what is the gynoecium? Gynoecium is nothing but this is the group of ovary, the number of the ovary, they are called gynoecium, right? So gynoecium, there may be a single plant may have one or more than one gynoecium. Now you can see inside the gynoecium. So gynoecium is made up of basically three parts. The stigma, the top part is stigma, then style, and then ovary, right? Inside the ovary, there are number of the ovules. These ovules will further in future will become what? They will become seed, right? And you can see at the base of this there is a leaf. So this is the structure of the plant. Is that clear or not? Tell me first. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, Now one more thing. Flower may be of two types, unisexual or bisexual. Two types. Either will be unisexual or bisexual. In unisexual flower, male and female flower will be different or separate. So male or female will be separate flower, right? So the male flower, where male flower will always bear only stamen, right? So they will be called staminode, right? Staminode. And female flower, they will bear only pistil, bear only pistil. They'll be called pistillate flower. Pistillate flower, right? Bisexual flower, they will bear stamen and pistil on same flower. That is male and female. So bisexual flower, look, bisexual flower will always be represented like this way. This is the symbol of bisexual, right? And look, the staminode flower where the stamens are found, so male flower will be represented like this way, and female flower will always be represented like this way, right? So this is staminate male flower, this is female flower, this is bisexual. Clear? Note it down this flow chart, and we'll keep it till here only, right? In next class, I'll start with the flower onward, right? Parts of the flower onward. And let me know if you have any doubt. Done?
No, sir.
Okay, see you in next class and we'll start from here, right?
Yeah, done. Thank you, sir.